Hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 312. This is Rajyasree
And this is Abhinandan Sekhri
Oppenheimer.
in a hat where my producer came up to me and said, if you don't mind, can you wear this hat in today's recording? I said, why? They said, because we were wondering who's the this room, and then you walked in. So we figured might as well give it to you. Because Rajyasree said,
No.
fuck off. And they said, okay, who's the other moron who'll say no? So because this is the theme, Oppenheimer.
But I wore pink.
What does that have to Barbie?
Barbie.
You know, Barbie is a Barbie actually.
Barbie don't say like she's Punjabi. She's not Punjabi.
No, in Punjab, Barbie, not Barbie, is a very common nickname for men and girls. Barbie.
So
I have a cousin called Barbie who's in LA. He lives in LA.
He's in LA.
You know where's LA?
Very nice. Yes, I know LA.
Barbie कितना वो तो LA च रहता है.
Barbie is in LA also.
Oh, so
See? Just meta.
So it's actually everything is Punjabi. I've basically it's come full circle that I have become a bong.
You have become a bong, and Bavi also means Parsi.
Oh,
Baba
female Baba Babi.
Yeah, Baba Babi.
So as you might have guessed, since I'm wearing a hat in the Oppenheimer theme, so we have Oppenheimer, Rajyasree, and you watched.
And we have another film in which the Nazis and the Jews play a critical part, which is Varun and Jahnvi Kapoor's film Bawaal.
You know, when I saw your tweet, I thought I want to call you up and say, Rajyasree, don't make a joke on this. This is not.
Yeah.
And then I realized you weren't. It's actually there.
That's why I put the clip. Even I thought that people... Sometimes, there'll be a line in a film and then they'll stretch it and make it into... This is... I'm going to discuss what that Bawaal thing is actually ridiculous that
And of course, they have Varun and Jahnvi Kapoor. And we have, of course, Barbie. But before that, I have a couple of announcements. First of all, thank you so much for topping up the NL Sena project for Manipur. Right now, we have 3 colleagues in Manipur who will be bringing you ground reports. In fact, before Shiv left, he did a really excellent interview with one of the BJP MLAs from Manipur. So thank you for topping that up. We have a new NL Sena project up, which is called Himalayan Blunders. And I shall read from the script. The devastation after torrential rains this year has been the worst in Himachal Pradesh. More than 100 are dead. Thousands stranded and damage worth 8,000 crores. That's the... what's the word I'm looking for? That is the estimate so far. What explains the scale of the disaster? Could government have tackled it better? What are the historical reasons? Environmental journalist Hridesh Joshi, and he is one of the finest environmental journalists in the country. He has done a documentary for us earlier as well. He is, I'm not hyperbole, he's one of the finest. He will be bringing ground reports, so contribute to the Sena project and help us tell this story. And these stories, the link to the NL Sena project is in the links below, in the show note links below. We are grateful for your support. We don't take any ads. We don't want an environmental campaign to be sponsored by the famous Vedanta or, as you remember, NDTV once had some. They actually had a...
Or Shell can also do
Or Shell can also sponsor it. Or, a campaign against crony capitalism supported by Adani kind of thing. We don't want to get into that zone. So please subscribe and contribute to this NL Sena project. And also we have a private screening, an invitation-only screening for subscribers. Writing with Fire, co-director Rintu Thomas will be there to take questions. It's invite-only, but our subscribers, we've kept about, I think, 30% or 40% of the seats for our subscribers. So if you want to attend that, please write to us at subscription@newslaundry.com. I repeat, subscription@newslaundry.com. Since there are a very limited number of seats, we'll send you back a confirmation. But only write in if you're actually going to attend. This is on the 5th of August.
In Delhi.
In Delhi, yes. Good point. So Rajyasree, now I have the commerce out of the way.
Commerce ho gaya?
Commerce ho gaya. Why don't you tell us about Barbie? Because I've watched the promos, and while I believe it's very woke and all, I'm sure I will not be able to sit through even 5 minutes of that film. Would I? You tell me.
I think you'd be able to, because it's not childish, but it's not great. But Ryan Gosling makes it worth a watch totally. And it's only 1.5 hours long.
So I have to be shallow.
You have to be a little... No, it's woke. They're trying to be woke. So Barbie
So you can be shallow and woke. In fact,
Like
a lot
me.
of people are exactly that.
So Barbie is directed by Greta Gerwig, who has made Little Women. She made that other film which I really like with Lady Bird. So she makes really good films.
Lady Bird, I've seen it, I think.
You've seen Lady Bird. Of this girl and her mother. She's around 16, 17 or a little older. It's a
Yes,
like it's
of
very
course.
nice.
It was very nice. Yeah.
Even Little Women, her take on like Little Women, the way the characters are shown is excellent. So, of course, there was a chance that Barbie would be done. It's not just like the Lego story film or something. And it stars Margot Robbie is one of the producers also, and Ryan Gosling plays Ken. And Margot Robbie plays Barbie. So I went to watch it to see what this great, like, it's such a feminist commentary and all. And one is, I think everyone's forgetting that more than a feminist commentary. Film is basically about Barbie. Suddenly there's a space-time continuum thing, whatever you all say in Matrix and all, every worlds collide.
First of all, we all don't say Matrix. What do we say?
Metrics.
But you can't just say metrics.
I can't say it.
When you say the word, you have to say metrics.
This is why you like Ryan Gosling, because he has lots of moves and all in this thing. But through it all, and it's about Barbie going back, entering the human world and trying to realizing that in Barbie land, women are the people who call the shots.
Whereas in the real world,
and Ryan Gosling says, they never told us about patriarchy. And he becomes an alpha male suddenly. And he goes back and he takes over Barbie land. And suddenly the Kens live in because Ken doesn't own a house. Ken has nothing, basically.
In Barbie land.
Yeah, he doesn't even have genitals.
But in real life, he does.
In real life, he's like, there are men everywhere. What are the women that nothing over here? So that's flipped. So it's got that.
So they have taught children gender dynamics. So
all
good.
That is it. Gendered. So it's supposed to be PG-13. No, I think it's for children also. Not baby children, but 13 and above.
I don't think any film is for babies. And but those of you who think films are for babies.
Delhi take their babies everywhere next to us and they are screaming while I'm watching the film. But now the wokeness is very Barbie. So after
everyone was wearing pink when they went to watch the film?
Yeah, so when we were sitting there, I went with my friend's daughters who were not moved, by the way. A 17-year-old and a 15-year-old. And the 17-year-old said, I preferred Oppenheimer to this. So I said, okay, I'm sorry that I have not been intellectual enough for you. But in front of us, 4 guys walked in wearing suits and hats. They'd come from the Oppenheimer show.
Yeah, there's a thing, right? That you're supposed to watch both of them on the same day. And it has been told it's called Barbenheimer or Open Barbie or something or the other.
Oppenheimer. No.
Oppenheimer is the name of the film.
Barbenheimer
or something.
I actually clapped my hand because it was so good.
And the song is there, come on Barbie, let's go party.
No, but
that's not there.
No.
The song is not there in the film.
Mattel had sued this thing. What was that group which had come up with the song? Venga Boys.
No, but anyway.
Someone, whatever, they had been sued. Even Katy Perry's I'm a Barbie girl. I'll sing later. We have a different podcast where I sing.
No, it doesn't exist, that book, thank God. But
I would say go watch it. But if you're expecting some great existential commentary, satire, this is not
so
it.
I've seen the promos. It just I don't think I can get myself to watch it. So I definitely won't be watching Barbie. The other film while I was watching Oppenheimer, we'll come to Oppenheimer next. I saw the trailer of Rocky and Rani Ki Prem Kahani. I'm mid-sentence. So I will not watch that film at all because while there were some very funny lines in it, it is so ghastly. You know, this whole over-the-top sets where everything is... What's really started putting me off about this genre, which was that Leela Bhansali had started it off, but it's gone to like, for example, in that Devdas, Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Devdas, the reason I couldn't get myself to watch that Devdas was that, you know, that song where the theme is red.
Everyone is in red.
It's like a, you know, Delhi Yuppies Sangeet, where you'll get calls, definitely come in theme. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to come in white kurta pajama, so fuck off. So if your party is Rumba Rumba theme or Zumba Zumba theme or fuck all theme or tuck all theme. This is how I dress. If you don't want to come for the party, I won't come. Now, all the song sequences in the promo of this film are like, everything is like this jhatak red, everything is jhatak green. I can't fucking watch that anymore. I'm done.
Nico, you can't
I'm
have
just
a
done.
close mind to this. It might be very good. Everyone's saying it's a great cultural commentary. Peace.
Punjabi and Bengali thing. So they basically, they've copied Chetan Bhagat's Two States.
Now to Karan Johar will kill himself if he hears this.
So we will just, before we get to Oppenheimer, we will read. You haven't seen Oppenheimer, right?
No, I'm going to watch it.
Entirely up to me then too.
But I know enough.
Okay.
Someone just called for my opinion for a piece. I said I haven't watched it. But I said I could give an opinion. I have lots of opinions.
So Sonali Singh has written a 25-word email.
Very good.
Sonali Singh, you are a lady of few words.
Now?
Ruffle.
Ruffle means what?
Rolling on the floor.
With?
Laughter.
Very smart.
But it should be rotful then.
No. Roll on floor laughter.
What the fuck? Where are the articles?
This is the youngsters are writing these.
Roll on floor laughter.
Laughter. Youngsters are writing. They don't use articles.
So bracket, agriculture, horticulture. So I'm assuming you cracked the same joke you've cracked
Such a good one.
a million times that Punjabi is only culture is. I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
So no, but you've cracked this joke on this show, Awful and Awesome, so many times. The only thing is why you get away with cracking the same joke again and again. I also do that. Anyone who's listened to Awful and Awesome 5-6 times, they're like, fuck, we're never coming back. So every 7 episodes, you have a new bunch of listeners, because the same listeners don't come back, so you can keep repeating the jokes and it'll be first time for them. Because you cracked this joke ever since I've known you. Every 4th day you crack the same joke.
But because you're Punjabi, half Punjabi, you don't come up with a good enough repartee. So I carry on. I'm like, he'll finally come up with good repartee.
Yeah. So Ruffle. And I really like the chemistry between you guys, Manisha and Rajyasree. Although the original A&R combo is still the best. So I'm guessing she means the original A&R combo is you and Deepanjana.
No, you and me.
Oh, like that. Okay. I have to basically, the show I have to watch to first before I start any new show is Succession. That's the one.
Yeah, but there are 7 seasons. So then to 7 years it's going to take you.
Yeah. So by 2032.
When this podcast is, if we are still doing it, we'll be near retirement age.
You may be near retirement. My plan is death and not retirement.
Like that.
So, if you want to mail us, you can write to us at podcasts@newslaundry.com. I repeat, podcasts@newslaundry.com. In the subject line, please write Awful and Awesome or ANA. Or you can just click on the link below which says podcast emails, or it'll say write to us and it'll have a link and it'll open out a form for you. You can do either of those. So on that note, Rajyasree, let me get to Oppenheimer.
Which they can only hear if you log on.
Because this is going to be audio only, so I can finally take off this ridiculous hat. So the rest of the podcast is only on audio and not video. And to watch all our unedited full stuff, you got to subscribe and pay to keep news free, because the rest of this podcast is going to be behind the paywall. And for that, do subscribe, because we don't take any ads from anyone. Not even Karan Johar. Journalism at News Laundry is powered by the public, because when the public pays, the public is served. Visit newslaundry.com/subscription and pick a payment plan of your choice. Pay to keep news free and independent. Your future, and indeed the future of democracy, depends on it.